Okay, students, so for today the topic that we are going to discuss is regarding the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Okay, now when it comes to the term jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, we are basically talking about the powers and the functions that are lies in the hands of the Supreme Court. Very first important point is that Supreme Court itself is one of the higher authority, or you can say the decision that will be made by the Supreme Court is the final and the superior one. So the division of the powers of the Supreme Court or the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court are basically divided into four categories or into four sections. Okay, so let's see one by one. First one is your original jurisdiction. So when it comes to original jurisdiction, we basically means that if there will be any kind of a conflict between center government or the state government, those kind of issues can be solved by the Supreme Court, or the decisions can be made by the Supreme Court. Now, it is not only the conflict that will be there between the center and the state government that will be looked after by the Supreme Court, but whenever there is a conflict between one state or the another, or there is a conflict between the center and more than one states, such kind of issues can be looked after by the Supreme Court. Is it clear? So this is basically your original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Next one is your appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court. Okay, now when it comes to appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, the issues, or you can say the provisions which are under Article 134. Yes, when it comes under Article 134, those provisions, those issues are being dealt by the Supreme Court. Okay, now basically when it comes to the appellate jurisdiction, it is referring that for example, there is a violation of an individual's fundamental right. Okay, if there will be any kind of a violation of an individual's fundamental right, okay, that particular individual citizen or person of India have a right or have a power that he or she can appeal directly to the Supreme Court. Why? Because he or she thinks that there was a violation of his or her fundamental right, and as a citizen of India, he or she have the right to file a case or to appeal a case directly in the Supreme Court. Okay, so the term appellate jurisdiction in simple term means to appeal in the higher authority for justice. Okay, now coming to the third one is your advisory jurisdiction. Now the advisory jurisdiction itself means to advise. So the Supreme Court have the power to advise the lower authorities or the lower judgmental areas for any kind of advice that is needed, or that the Supreme Court thinks that it must be provided to the lower authorities. Okay, so the provisions which are there, the issues which are there under the Article 143 are being dealt by the Supreme Court under the advisory jurisdiction. Done. Now the last one which is there is your writ jurisdiction. Now when it comes to writ jurisdiction, we know that writs are simply the special orders that can be passed by the Supreme Court or by the High Court if there is any kind of a violation of the fundamental rights of an individual. And the writs or the different types of writs which are there have been clarified or have been classified in a detailed manner under Article 32 of the Indian Constitution. Okay, so whenever there is a violation of an individual's fundamental right, the writ plays an important role, as it is the special order which can be passed by the Supreme Court for, or you can say if there is any kind of a violation of the fundamental rights. Okay, so these are the basic jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. The